Okay, who is she? She is Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai is a Pakistani activist who has lived now in the United Kingdom since the attack on October 9 in 2012 at the age 15. She received a Nobel. Furthermore, she received a Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 at the age 17, becoming the youngest person to win an award. Okay, facing formidable challenges. She confronts challenges within Pakistan, grappling with the stringent education restrictions imposed the Taliban. The Taliban are terrorist group in Afghanistan. They grow up around the other countries like a part of Pakistan. Okay, this is Malala after the attack, the attempted attack in her country. Unyielding courage. Malala demonstrated parallel courage by openly defying the Taliban in her quest to secure the right to education. Malala was a young girl that fought for education for women in her country. Worldwide recognition. Malala Yousafzai's advocacy for the right to education has earned her global recognition. In 2014. So the legacy of Malala Yousafzai is a powerful symbol of the courage and unwavering dedication to the advocacy for education and gender equality. So it emphasizes the critical importance of expressing opposition to injustice, illustrating how a single person can catalyze profound the society change. I think that's what it is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for bring to our memory about this remarkable person, right? So she has a great influence for young people. Okay? And I think that as you know here, as you tell us, right? So you are mentioned some kinds of achievement, right? That she did. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Ingrid. That's all, Ingrid. Okay. Next student. Who's gonna be next? Do you prefer that I keep the list or not? Okay. Let's start with Anna. Anna Zarate. Are you ready?
Yes.
Anna Zarate.
You can say, teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. I choose the topic and number 5, talk about the success story of a person. I choose talk about Taylor Swift. The country singer who became the biggest name in pop of the last decade. Let's get to know her beginnings as a composer and her rise to fame. Taylor Swift is a composer of the lyrics. Like a review of her life and song grow with her. Taylor and her music means escaping for many teenagers. At just at 12 years old, the protagonist of Miss American wrote the lyrics to the song that later made her the #1 sellers in the United States. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 30, today, in 1989 in West Reading, Pennsylvania. The artist most popular song on YouTube since data began on the collect in 2008 is I Know Your World Trouble, Shake It Off, You Belong With Me, Black Space. And according to streaming data on Spotify and YouTube, Black Space is positioned as Taylor Swift's most successful song on Spotify. It's the most played solo single in his repertoire with 1.2 billion. What are the Taylor Swift eras? Taylor Swift are referred to each of her musical stage and dividing according the release of each of her albums. Each albums correspond to an era. The American has released 10 studio albums since they began her career in 2006, 12, and 2022. Taylor Swift visited more than 15 cities and the 146 shows in North America, Latin America, Europe, Asia, and Oceania, including 4 dates in Mexico City and 3 in Buenos Aires. The tour is project break the curtain for the most successful female tour in international history. The last tour arrived in the theaters around the world this October, and turning Taylor Swift the Eras is a brilliant production made so that fans can enjoy the full magnitude of the concert. I personally went to the cinema, and it really is a very good experience, despite being a recording of the actual concert. The production, the dancers, and everything was magical. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for describing this person. But why did you choose this person, this character? Why is so significant? Why is so significant this a remarkable person for you? Why?
This person is a brilliant singer that is a big influence of the young women because I don't know, is a success woman and
Successful. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, please, another student.
Me, teacher, please.
Okay, you can share your screen, please.
Okay, teacher.
I need to see you, Carla. I just can't see your hair. All right. I need to see your face.
¿Se puede ver, teacher?
I can see the screen well, but I can't see you right at all. I just can see part of your head, all right? But I need to see your face. Okay.
Ahora sí se puede ver, teacher.
Yeah, more or less, but at least I can see.
Okay,
Alright, you
teacher.
can start.
Okay, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher, and everyone. And today I would like to talk about my family values. So we start. Okay. Hi, my name is Carla, but you call me Carlita. I'm from Sucre, but now I'm living in Santa Cruz City with my incredible family. And to be more specific, with my parents, my brothers, and my cousin. And I actually study business administration, and finally, I have 18 years old. Um, you're probably wondering why he mentions his family to us. So right now, I tell you why. Okay. Um, sorry. Okay, they are ready. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this is my family. This is my family. On the left side of the imagine, my mom. On the left, my dad, and there are my brother. So, mm, okay. I must say that I feel grateful and blessed to be part of my family, full of unity, love, or values. Because the three values in my family that are very, very important. It's very important in my family to learn and train with many values in order to have a good education, especially respect, honesty, love, responsibility, and empathy. They are very, very essential values, and I will say that they the main ones very much in my family. Okay, values today. In other words, we try to have good communications or in our entire family because it's important. Nowadays, it's very difficult to 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 fill ourselves with good educations and values, and I suppose it's because of the amount of technology. For example, here technology that exists because it can influence the content that is shown on the public. Okay, finally, that's why that we consider we must have uh, a lot of respect and gratitude for the people who for quite some have a thought and continue to teach values. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Liliana. So you were talking about some important values, right, that you have learned from your family. That's good. Thanks a lot. That's all, Liliana.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Barrios, right? Is your last name.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue, student. Who's gonna be the next student? Okay, go ahead, Harry. Harry Flores. After Harry, who is gonna be after Harry? Okay, you can start.
Teacher, Disculpe, no sé si le quería pedir permiso si es que puedo salir
Yes, no,
de
no.
la clase.
Student, you can leave, right? Because as I said at the beginning of the class, right? So you can finish and you can leave. And see you
Okay, teacher.
Monday, right?
Okay, teacher, see you. Thank you.
All right, Harry, it's your time. Thank you for the publicity as well, all right? Yeah, thank you very much for telling us, right, about how you get out of your stress, right? Some tips that you are giving to us, right? Go to the countryside or be in the place that you really enjoy it, right? Like, for example, in your case, being in a lab. Okay, thank you. That's all. Okay. Mhm. Okay, now who is next? Next student. All right, yeah, let's continue. Aguilar Maria Belén. Yeah, you were number 5, right? Maria Belén, are you ready?
Yes, teacher, but I don't know how to share my screen.
Do you know how to share? Yeah, you have right on your screen, right? So there is a green word. It says compartir pantalla. No sé si lo tiene en español o en inglés. abajo, en la parte de abajo de su pantalla. Compartir pantalla. Ajá, sí, exacto. Muy bien. It's okay. No.
Can you see it, teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I appear in your screen, right? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know how to. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, okay.
It's still charging.
Okay, but I can see you.
You can see me.
No, I can't see you. No, it's so strange. Where are you?
And now can you see me?
No. Where is Belen? She disappeared. Okay, while Belen tried to fix this problem, all right, Maria Belen, if you need some minutes, so take some minutes, please, all right? We can go to with another student. Yeah, another student, please.
Me, teacher?
Yep, okay, go ahead, Enal.
Okay. You can see my screen?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. The teacher, I'm going to talk about, my topic is speculation about changes in my town. I'm going to talk about Santa Cruz. Our beautiful city is one of the fastest growing city in Latin America. And over the years, it has been changing and growing. And for better and worse, we depend on politicians to manage the growth of the city. Currently, our city has many problems in different areas, and the municipal elections are approaching. And I have doubts about the new candidates and the proposals. Below, we'll see some key points that must be important for the future of the city. One is parks and gardens. Together with my family, we visited some parks and they are very damaged. And the flowers and gardens are not properly cared for. I guess the other parks are the same. Other point is street and traffic jams. Get to work and getting home at the end of the day has become a headache. And imagine that all mayoral candidates have this in mind. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't propose anything of improvise of this. It might seem crazy, but I like the city to have highways to speed up the traffic, like the second picture. Other point is entertainment and tourism. The city has many options for fun and for tourist places to visit. And from a point of view, what the city should take care of is to maintain an image of an orderly and friendly city for foreigners. It's unlikely that the new mayor will put order in the nightlife. I know that the owners of bars and pubs don't care about the time to close. I assume that they will take actions and to encourage the tourism. Other point is rains. The rains have always been a recurring problem in the city. Every time it rains, the city is chaos. Cars can move and people can get to work. It's inevitable that this topic will one of the main points to be debated. I really hope that the rain and drainage problem is resolved. Other points is security. We didn't to talk about security before, but the city has been growing and so has insecurity. Currently, it's not safe to walk to the city center. We have to be aware of our things everywhere. In the remote areas of the city, is probably much worse. You can bet that all politicians will probably make proposals, but in the end, they will not be able to fulfill them. About the candidates, I suppose that Mamen Saavedra and Gary Añez are the most likely candidates to win the next elections, because they are closest to the people, and their actions are viral in social media. That's what I teach.
All right, thank you very much, all right, for talking about some speculation about your city. Yeah, real problems that we are having, right? With the weather or security, the lack of security, etc. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. De nada. Okay. Now, next student, quickly, please. Next student.
Teacher.
Daniel. Okay, Daniel. Daniel Guzmán. Rodrigo, right? Rodrigo Daniel?
Yes, teacher. Daniel Rodrigo.
Okay. Now it's
Okay, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, classmate. I'm going to talk about a historical figure that I began to admire because I had the opportunity to see his life in a movie.
Yeah.
And I admire him a lot because, in a few words, he made it possible the people to be people. Okay. He is Abraham Lincoln. All life. He was born in February 12, 1809 in Hardin County, Kentucky. Raised in a humble background, his family moved to Indiana when was 7 to land disputes. Well, self-education and professional beginning. His was limited formal education, less than a year, but voracious writer and self-learner. He was worked at various jobs. He was an ambitious and determined person. He taught himself law and became a licensed attorney in 1836. Okay. Entry into politics. Sorry. Elected to Illinois State Legislature in 1834 and served 4 terms. Also, he elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1845. Well, Lincoln and slavery. Lincoln's deep moral opposition to slavery. He was elected as the 16th President of the United States in 1860. Sorry, running as the Republican candidate. Okay, and his president was marked by the outbreak of the Civil War in 1861. Emancipation Proclamation. He was issued by Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, declaring all the slaves in the Confederates held territory to be free, and transformative moment in American history, reflecting Lincoln's commitment to ending slavery. Well, finally, the Lincoln assassination. He was assassinated by the John Wilkes Booth on April 40 in 1866, just days after the Civil War ended. In conclusion, for me, the most important thing the Abraham Lincoln is was Emancipation Proclamation because for the USA he is a symbol liberty. That's all.
Thank you, Daniel. All right, so it's good to remember, all right, to bring our mind, all right, this remarkable person, right, in the world. Of course, for United States, all right, so he is so important because he was one of its presidents, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Daniel Guzman, right? Okay, next student, please, quickly, next student. Yeah, okay, I will. Volunteer?
Me, teacher?
Yeah, Valeria. Go ahead, Valeria. Please, I don't know where you are. Yep, okay. Now, Valeria, you can start.
Can you see
Yes.
the point?
Yes.
Okay. A moment, please. I don't know. Okay. Good afternoon, teacher. I choose our remarkable person, Malala Yousafzai. I admire her a lot. Malala is a fighter for women's rights. She was born on 12 July 1997 in the Swat district of Khyber in northwest of Pakistan in a Sunni Muslim family. She was given her first name by Malalai in Manwai, which means afflicted. She is the only daughter of Toropekai and Seadini Yousafzai and has 2 little brothers. Speak Plutun, Urdu, and English. At the age of 13, her father is the one who educated
Her father is a poet and owner of a school establishment. The name is the Cushall Public School. Joseph Tsai began talking about education right in Joseph Tsai began talking about education right in September 2008 when her father took her to Peshawar to speak at a local press school. She said, "Who dare the Taliban take away my basic right to education?" And the same year, at the age of 10, she opened his website to talk about the Taliban's abuse of the people under a pseudonym. Okay. On October 9, 2012, a Taliban gunman shot Joseph Tsai while returning home by bus of the school. She was 15 years at the time. She received 3 bullets, one in the head and 2 in the shoulder. In 2013, Malala and her father founded the Malala's Fund with the aim of sentencing about the social and economic effect of the education of girls and empower them for the change. In December 2014, she became the younger people receptor of the Nobel Peace Prize. Malala has won 13 awards due to her dedication, and her name of the most important. She's currently 26 years old, already graduated from university in England, where she lives and in this moment is happily married. I admire her because not anyone would dare to do what she did. She started a movement to end the Taliban. They are forced to be reckoned with, only using her intelligence and cunning, not rude or violent. She should be more recognized. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rai, for telling us about this lady, right? In general, please, I think, Valeria, the content was good, but pronunciation in some words, right? In general, pronunciation. After I'm going to give you more details. Yeah, pronunciation.
It's my problem always.
Yeah. Okay, so work on that, right? That is your weakness. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Bye.
Wait. I think that one more suggestion, right? So when you are giving the presentation, try not to write a lot of words right on your slides. I think the pictures were great, right? But just some notes, right? You can stick right on your slide. Because there were a lot of words, right? I mean, right? So you wrote a lot of right on your slide, but you don't need to write a lot because we have the tendency to read, right? While we are talking.
Okay.
Clear or not?
I don't hear every.
No, what I mean is that you don't need to write a lot on your slide. Just try to stick, I said, right, or write some phrases, okay? But that's all right. So not too many words because it's full, all right? The slide.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, next student. Who's gonna be next? Quickly, student. It's almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, I will decide, right? Carolina Vasquez, you please.
Ok, teacher. Me dice si se ve, por favor. ¿Se puede ver?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
The best day of my life. It says.
Okay, yeah. The best day of my life. Okay. Was on February 4th of this year. A friend invited me to go to her group, to her scout group. Since I was a child, I always wanted to join to this type of group, but I never had the chance to do it until my friend invited me. She is my friend. Her name is Miriam. From the first moment that I arrived at the park, because was in a park, it felt like atmosphere of joy. The people there were very fun, happy, they made jokes about everything, very generous, kind, and a lot of good things. Um, the first day I went, I already made friends, and everything was very nice. I feel loved from the first moment that I met with them. They made games, dancing, and learning things about sculpting, which is something that I have always liked since I was a child. And so, from that day, I started to go every Saturday, and for me, it's like my second home. It's a place where I feel safe and I can forget about the problems. I'm with people who like adventure and the same thing as me. We go campings, picnics, climb. We meet with scouts from other groups. And at the end of this year, we're going to go to Cochabamba to meet with scouts from all over Bolivia. It's a trip for which I have waiting for a long time, and I'm so very excited about it. It's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Fernanda, right? No, Carolina. Carolina Vasquez.
Yes, teacher.
Oh, please, I want that the next presentation that you have, it doesn't matter if the presentation is a test or it's just an oral presentation, right? But try to prepare yourself, all right? And also, when you are talking, try to look at us, right? Because I think that I could perceive that you were just reading, right? And I don't know if you were nervous, right? But please, next time, right, when you are talking, right, about a topic, so try to remember this suggestion, right?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. Next student, please be ready. Next student. Yeah, okay, I will decide. Now, please, Ibarra Celia. Sit here, Ibarra Celia. Yeah, Celia Ibarra. It's your turn. After Ibalia ser Celia María Fernanda Rivero. Yeah, no. Go ahead, Celia.
¿Puede verlo, no, teacher?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Celia.
Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, class. In this moment, I am going to talk about the best day of my life. And my best day of my life is the annual family reunions. And I have a big family. So after my grandparents died, my uncles decided to get the whole family together once a year. Do it two every year. One of my uncles is on change of organizing the family reunions. So as to it's a resort or a camp. He looks for the food. He organizes the activities. He organizes everything. But if I call turn back times, I will go back on into a second travel, which was to Cochabamba. In this place, we eat and had so much fun. The second, another good day for me, is when we go to celebrity birthday with my cousins. For every birthdays or once a month, we go to visit coffees or restaurants in Santa Cruz. It's a nice times to see each others. The next is I, okay. Another important day for me. It was the day of my graduation. I remember that I was very nervous that day because I remembered all work and stress and sacrifice it has made me to get to that moment. And having my family present at the moment made that a special day. I knew that I was not only ending an academy life, but also starting a new world life. In retrospect, a lot of my happiness memories come from that day. Finally is my trip to Robore was one of my best experience because it was the first time we call all got on a tribe because many of us already work and have responsibilities. And in the first, we decided to travel by car, and it was a really good decision because all the way we were singing, louding. I remember we rent a place, cabin, cabañas, and the place was very nice. And then we went to Aguascalientes. We also went to Chochis, and that try we visit many places. I think that after that trip, we have many more unit with my friends. And thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Celia, for describing your family gathering. Reunión de familia, gather, es el verbo que significa reunir. Entonces, hay un verbo, quizás lo ha visto anteriormente, se dice family gathering, reunión familiar. Please, the pronunciation is organize. Organize. Yeah, it was a good presentation, right? Just be careful with pronunciation on some words. Thank you, Celia. Thank you. Okay, now please. We need another student, please. Yeah, next student is gonna be Brenda Ferrufino. Oh no, I said Maria Maria Fernanda Rivero. After Maria Fernanda, Brenda.
Okay, teacher. ¿Lo pueden ver?
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Remarkable person. For many years, she is proud to be an example as a doctor and today she has become someone important in her. My mother, she's Dr. Karina Gonzalez. She's 49 years old. Married to Juan Pablo Rivero, with whom she has three children, Fernanda, Pablo, and Nicolas. She's a very outstanding woman, and beyond that, she is a complete woman who trusts in herself and speaks for her dreams. She started being intern at the hospital in Montero, the place where she was also pregnant with me. It was a during time for her. Later, she was a resident at the Children's Hospital, which cost her a lot because at the time my brother was also born. Basically, my brother and I lived in the hospital, and she was always looking after us. The person who helped her to continue was my dad, because it was really tearing, because my dad was traveling and she was in charge of us, and it was probably a complicated situation for her. So if I remember correctly, after 10 years, she starts working at the Oncológico, Instituto Oncológico, in Bolivia, Santa Cruz. It is hospital specialized in children with cancer. At the beginning, they did not pay her what she was into to. She could have left. However, she decided to learn and keep working hard, and she was very sure that soon she will get a better position with a salary. Indeed, after a while, she was promoted to a better job and became in charge of the pediatric service, just as she wanted at the time, but was not enough for her, so she decided to keeping growing more and more. As a result of her effort, she managed to specialize in palliative care. But what is palliative care? It is when they help the family and the child, in their terminal stage, to ease the pain and also to process the difficult to cope with the fact that a child is dying. She is in charge of that in order to relieve this pain together with a team of specialists. So it is very difficult job, because she and her team have to deal with death, because not many can deal with this pain, and I guess for the specialist either. Thanks to she managed to give talks to other doctors in a congress, and I really achieved to be appreciated by many professionals in her area. I really felt happy for her, because she drove herself for her dreams, and little by little, with much effort, she achieved it. Despite having moments in which she got depressed and it cost her a lot, but she managed to get out of these problems. I appreciated that she got what she wanted with much patience, and because she took the initiative to overcome herself. And besides that, to balance a life as a mother, as a superheroine, going according to her plan. She also was part of a very dream to be a teacher and teach what she really is. She was a teacher and still is at the Usable University in the city of Santa Cruz. She is more than a teacher. She is like a friend and companion to her students. Reflect that affection with her time and the time again. Many times she was recognized as the best teacher in the university, and she feels very happy for this achievement. She has a very good relationship with her students. In the other words, I consider my mother to be a remarkable person for the example she sets for her family and children as well as for society with her knowledge. Besides having the humility that characterizes her, I am obsessed with that she does and how she has been managing it. It is fabulous to be able to call her my mother, and I am proud of her and her accomplishment. It's all, teacher.
Thank you very much, Fernanda, right, for explaining and for sharing with us, right, how important your mother is for you. Yeah, be careful, please, pronunciation. I need that you can please, one of the things that you can do to get better in pronunciation. And I don't mean that you are not pronouncing well all the words, but some words are not well pronounced, right? In practice, please, linking sounds. Right? So the way that can help you is just listening a lot in order to imitate, all right? The pronunciation, the stress, the intonation. Okay, so that is an aspect, please, Fernanda, that you need to do it, all right? I think the content is good, but now there were a few mistakes in pronunciation, right? A lot. Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Let's continue. Let's continue with next. Brenda Ferrufino, please, it's your turn, and after Maria Belén.
Good afternoon, teacher. Thank you. Okay. You can see, teacher?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, classmate. I go to review of the movie. Postscript I Love You tells the story of Holly, a beautiful and intelligent woman married with the love of her life, an Irishman named Jerry. They have a wonderful relationship. However, when Jerry dies, Holly takes this really badly. So before Jerry died, wrote to Holly a series of letters, took her on different adventures, and each one of them ended with a postscript, I love you. During the following weeks and months, she will receive more letters from Jerry in the most surprising ways, each one with a new adventure for Holly, which the most share with her loved one. And all ending with the same way. Postscript, I love you. Review of the movie is Postscript, I Love You is a film narrated in third person, which it helps you better understand the emotion of each of the different characters. This film was one of the success stories of 2027 because with an invest of $30 million, passing with flying color $150 million in sales. Personally, this movie far exceeding my expectation. The story captures you and show in a romantic and fun way how good the memories are and the moments spent with friends and family. At the same time, it seemed kid sad to me because it must be one of the worst things to lose the love of your life and know that even though this deed has been predicted, you will never see him again. Uh, I am an admirer of Gerard Butler, but I thought that his role was inappropriate for him. I take it look no, I take it back. They hit the nail on the head by pairing up with Hilary Swank. She gave an exceptional performance.
Thank you for talking about this movie. Oh, do you have more? I suppose that you finished. Sorry.
It's all teacher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you just have shown one image right here. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, the same please my suggestion, practice more fluency, all right? You can read. You can read and you can listen, all right? I think that those skills you need to put in practice more, okay? Yeah,
Okay, teacher.
in order to help you when you are speaking. Okay, thank you. Let's continue please with next, Maria Belén.
Okay, teacher. Um, teacher, can you see me?
No, I can't see you, right? But continue please, Maria Belén.
What if I enter with my phone camera?
Okay, so we can listen.
Or
And after you can please do it. Okay.
I didn't listen. What? Why did you say?
Okay. If you want, okay, you can do it. But I don't know how much time you will spend in doing that. All right. If that is gonna be
Okay.
okay. Or I can
Okay.
a student.
Better this way. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. The topic I choose is about a movie review, and I choose the House Moving Castle. And here's 5 reasons why you should watch the House Moving Castle. But first of all, who made this movie? This movie was directed by Hayao Miyazaki, who also made the screenplay. This story was based on the novel by Diana Wayne Jones, film with the same title as the novel. The production company was Studio Ghibli, which is a famous Japanese animation studio, a studio who also made these 2 movies, My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away. The movie was nominated for the Oscars, won a Golden Lion, and was nominated for the Annies. And according to my research on Google users, 95% liked this movie, and most of them gave them good reviews. And now, reason number one, the story. Spoilers aside, the story is about an 8-year-old Sophie who lives in a world where magic is like a real thing and works at her late father hat shop. On one of her infrequent walks around the city, she meets the Wizard Hall, who is a young man, a young wizard with strong power and extremely cute, in my opinion. um, and one night when she's at her shop, a witch curses her, making her look like an old lady. And the only chance to break her curse, it depends on the young wizard. Now, second reason, the great animation. This is something that Studio Ghibli always does well. It's like the good representation of scenarios, landscapes, and objects to the screen, and a good adaptation of food too. Number three, the movie genre. Uh, this movie is about this genre: science fiction, adventure, romance, and drama and action, which all are my favorite topics in a movie. And reason number four, which for me is the most obvious, the character design of Holly is really cute. I'm chanting a lot of this. And the character design of Sophie is really cute too. And at least the final is the message. The movie message is about self-love and the importance of being brave and learn how to love and be loved. That's all, teacher.
Thank you very much, right? Now, please, Maria Belén, for next presentation that you are going to have, right? If you are taking virtual class, so you have to fix this kinds of situation, right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Maria Belén. Now, please, Santiago Otero, it's your turn, please.
You listen to me, teacher?
Yes, okay, you can, please. It's your turn, Santiago.
Okay. Where, teacher?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the topic I choose for this occasion was The Best Day of My Life, Reminiscing by Stotter. Okay, first of all, I have 6 best days of my life because it was a trip to Cancun for the college. But I tell you about the first day. I'll start on July 7, 2022. I woke up very excited and nervous because the day of my trip had finally arrived. Remember, I called to my friends and asked them how they were and if they had everything ready. They told me yes, and that they were getting together to go to the airport together. And I told them that I was very nervous because I had lost my backpack in which I would carry all my clothes. and it was and I remember everyone telling me that keep your cool, Santiago. You'll find everything and manage to arrive on time. Don't get carried away by the fear. And that, to be honest, in this time at the 10 a.m. In the morning, didn't calm me too much, but me want to keep going. But everything feel hard. In the middle of the afternoon, I discovered my backpack with 3 of my t-shirts stained with mud. Thanks to my doctor, he had them in the garden and played with them all the night. I felt depressed because I no longer had clean shirts, and I would have to go without my backpack and without my backpack and my perfect outfit for Cancun. And it was then my father told me, Santiago, cheer up. We'll go get new clothes for you. So don't be very sad. I remember once in the store, I remember that I want to take the entire store with me to get to Cancun as beautiful as possible. And my father told me, Thiago, calm down and stay down to it. We're not millionaires, just and we are here just for 2 cheap shirts. So be thankful and don't and he says that very very angry. So I'm I didn't say anything else and keep my mouth shut. Finally it became night, and that day I arrived late to the airport, and in my mind everything was already going wrong. But again, my mother told me to calm down because the planes leave late and there is nothing to worry about. So I got on the plane, and I was still nervous because my flights were very difficult to endure because they made me want to vomit so much. However, once the plane took off, I discovered that my father was excited because the plane ride turned out to be a piece of cake to endure. Finally, after many hours, I arrived in Cancun and was surprised to discover that everything there cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. Thank you very much, right, for your exposition. Yeah. Thank you, Santiago. My recommendation, right? Keep practicing pronunciation, please. All right, pronunciation. And also, algunas muletillas por ahí, muy bien en español.
Sorry.
Entonces hay que sacar esas muletillas, muy bien en español. Okay, thank you very much, student. See you next class. No, with you on Monday. Nos vemos ustedes el día lunes. ¿Muy bien? Okay, bye, student. Bye, bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, bye.